super excited to be joined by rock legend Suzi Quatro. Suzi, welcome to N Live Radio in association with the Retro Charts.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Now, your career spans more than half a century, and you were the first female to be taken seriously as a rock and roll musician and singer. So if we go back and start at the very beginning, tell me about your first music epiphany.
Well, how I began and everything, you mean?
Yeah, and like when you saw Elvis.
He was on television, and the whole family was watching the show, and I decided I was going to do that. I had a light bulb moment at the age of 6.
Wow.
And that stayed with me my whole life.
And was it kind of the hip swinging and the leather wearing?
Yeah, it's crazy to have that happen, but it did happen.
Yeah.
And it didn't occur to me that he was a guy and I was a girl. That didn't even come into my brain.
No,
so
just about the entertainment factor.
I'm just not a gender person.
No.
Never have been. If I want to do something, I do it. Doesn't occur to me that I can't, which maybe is foolhardy, but there you go.
I think that's maybe what made you so successful as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't do gender, and I still don't do it now. I just consider myself a musician, but I think, looking back on it, that the reason that it was me that kicked down the doors and was the first one is because of that exact attitude.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
See the door. I said, what door?
And you played with your sisters in your hometown of Detroit, and in your first sort of girl band, wasn't it, at the start? What was that like?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of friends getting together and forming a band. It just sounded like a good idea. There were 2 sisters, another 2 sisters, and another girl. We all lived within a very small radius of each other, and everybody chose an instrument. It was after seeing the Beatles on TV.
Oh.
Everybody chose an instrument, and I didn't speak quick enough, so the bass was given to me.
You see, there was a bit of a sort of last resort. Do you think that was handed out to you?
It was just sort of, you're going to play this. And I went, okay. I didn't mind. I already played classical piano and percussion. Yeah. But my dad gave me 1957 Fender Precision, which is the Rolls Royce of basses.
Yes, indeed. And you still own that, I understand, in pride of place.
Musicians get so jealous when I tell them. That was my beginning bass guitar. Yeah, another light bulb moment. As soon as I put it on, I just went, here I am.
Yeah, amazing. And then how did it feel when you moved over to England as a young woman then to follow your dreams?
Yeah, I got discovered in the second wave of the all-girl band, which was called Cradle. And within a week, 2 different companies had been to see the band, and both of them, one of them was Elektra Records, and the other one was Mickey Most from England, very famous producer at that point. They both had come to see the band, and they both offered me solo contracts. So it was my time to go, and I followed my dream. And the documentary Suzi Q, which is out now in all the UK cinemas and just been shown on Sky twice.
Yes, I've seen that. It's a fantastic documentary.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I watched it. Yeah. Wonderful, very honest.
Yes. And did you cry?
Yeah, you came across quite vulnerable, particularly sort of towards the end, actually.
Yes.
About the way you left your family and the impact that had upon your sisters, and
there are some real sad moments in it.
Yeah.
And the critics have been nutso. And I'm so glad that I stuck to my guns and I said I want an honest. And all.
Good for you. It's a fantastic film.
Thank you.
Now let's fast forward to this year when you released your March album, No Control. Now this was written mostly in collaboration with your son Richard, wasn't it? Now I read somewhere or heard somewhere that you managed to write the whole album in just 3 weeks.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
As these kind of things happen, when magic is happening, you just let it roll. You just roll, And my son came to me and said he wanted to write with me. He had said it to me before. He's been in bands, good guitar player, and I'd never thought he was quite ready. Then all of a sudden he came insisting, I need to write with you now. I went, right, this is a boy who's ready, So we went in and we were making demos at first, 2 or 3 demos. And then all of a sudden I just turned to my son and I said, hey, you know what? We're making an album. He said, I know. And it was really magic. We really connected. Richard's whole thing was he said to me, I want to remind you who you are, which was quite a nervy thing for a son to say. And what I think he meant was that person he'd watched since a child on the stage. He wanted to push that button, and indeed he did. And we just started to write, and we couldn't stop.
That's
Every day we were
amazing.
trading, throwing ideas back and forth, back and forth. Went in the studio. Within 5 minutes, we had a record deal. And the critics agree it's one of the best albums of my entire career.
It really is an amazing album. What an amazing experience and a lovely thing to do as a mother-son. Wonderful musicianship there. And the album, I think, is really diverse in its style. It sort of has a bit of everything, doesn't it, really?
It does.
Yeah.
And I said to my son once, because we wrote and produced everything, I only wrote 3 songs by myself. And one of them is the new single, Heart on the Line, which I know you're going to play. But I said to him once, I knew we were serious in there, I said, okay, Richard, now let's not put any limitations. Let's not push any song in any direction. Let's just see what we feel like writing. Let every song have its own voice. And this is what the critics are reacting to, that every song has a voice.
Yeah.
And it really says something.
Yeah, it does speak.
People are loving the lyrics on the songs, you know.
Yeah, it sort of like has themes of staying true to yourself and not being manipulated. And is that sort of the messages that you were trying to portray?
That is exactly it. And in fact, the lead track, No Soul, No Control, you could say is my personal mantra in life.
That's a good mantra.
You know, you can't take away my soul. You can't break me because I'm in control.
Yeah, you are you.
Hold on to me. It says it all. I got to hold on to me. I really, really, really believe that.
Yeah. It's a good sentiment. And strings is my favourite.
Oh, everybody picks
I love strings. Yeah, strings.
I know. Yeah. And I can't believe you just did that. When I was writing it, I was doing the bass part. Richard was playing the guitar. And I kept going, strings. And he said, what are you doing that for? I said, because it has to be in there. And he said, oh, okay. And every time we played it through, I went, strings. And he said, we get it.
It's so
We're
catchy.
in the studio, and I said, listen, strings. And I said, shut up. I said, that's got to be in there.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's that weird.
Yeah.
It's what gives it its atmosphere.
It really does. And I love all the horn section. And at the end as well with the horns, I think it sounds quite Beatles-X.
It's so atmospheric.
Everybody tries to slide down slowly. Everybody tries to pay the wrong way. Take it slowly to that space called sadness. Make it lonely to the edge of the day. Everybody hits that
And do you have a favourite song on the album?
I think No Soul, No Control and Heart on the Line.
Yeah. Oh.
Because Heart on the Line is a funny story. It was one of the 3 tracks I wrote alone. I called my son in to hear it. And I said, "Now look, I want this here and this." And he said, No, Mom. No. He said, "It's beautiful. Just, you're sitting there, you're playing the guitar, and you're singing it." So the record company wanted 2 bonus tracks on the vinyl, okay? So I said, why don't we do this as one of the unplugged bonus tracks along with the Bob Dylan cover, which is what we did. And it was beautiful. Then I started to do it live on stage. And the reaction went nuts.
I bet
people
people
were
loved
crying.
it.
People were crying. And this is at the end of a show, a song they don't know and a ballad. And they were crying. So the record company was there, and they came to me and they said, "Would you mind re-recording this more radio-friendly?" In other words, not just unplugged. I thought, sure, no problem. So then my original ideas, when I was first writing it, they all came into place. So I wrote and produced this one myself. I did all the arrangements with every instrument, and I'm pleased. This is the rearrangement we do on stage now. It's turned from an unplugged, which is brilliant on the vinyl, into something quite special.
It is quite special. It appears like a song almost of self-reflection. Is that what it's about?
It's such a personal song. I don't want to say what it is.
No.
But all I will say is that many times when you find yourself in kind of an argumentative stage where love is concerned, and maybe you're trying to get to the bottom of the problem, and in the end, it's your heart on the line. That's what I'm trying to say. It was my heart on the line all the time. It was me.
It's a wonderful song, really heartfelt, and we'll be playing that later on. Now, I've heard, and is this true, that you have psychic energies?
People think you're a weirdo. I'll put it this way. I am an artist.
Yes.
And if you're an artist, your channels are unfortunately totally open.
Yes, so you're a real
so
people
I'm very
person.
sensitive to everything. I feel moods. Yeah. When I meet people, I read their character within a second, so I'm just open. I'm open.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I'm open. I'm not a weirdo. I'm just open.
No, yeah, like you feel
I
the
think
energies.
Most people have this. To tell you the truth, I think most people have it, but they often close it down.
Yeah, I suppose you have to be tuned into it to feel the vibe off of people.
I can read you in 5 seconds flat when I meet you. Yeah,
I love
it can be quite off-putting for some people. Yeah. I say, you did such and such, and they go, oh, my God.
Whoa. And you're a Gemini as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, see, that's good. My husband's a Gemini, and my dad's also a Gemini. I love Geminis. You
must understand, we're complicated people.
Yeah, I know. I get that. And creative, too. So
we're
creative.
like onions. You just keep peeling another layer.
That's it. And I also read somewhere as well that you own over 800 pairs of sunglasses.
I do.
That's amazing. Every day is a sunny day for you.
I know. My husband started a collection, and he just kept it going. I've got things from the 20s right up to the present day, but all Ray-Bans.
Very good. Nice.
It's
cool.
Excellent. Yeah, and when I come down in the morning, I go to the cheaper section. I won't wear the real expensive ones, and I pick out whatever matches my outfit.
Love it. And you look great. I mean, you look amazing for your age. Can we say how old you are?
I'm 69.
That is amazing. 69.
And I'm proud to be.
And so you should be. And how on earth do you stay looking so young?
Because I don't care. This is the secret to anybody who's listening. I actually don't care.
You must do things to stay in shape or eat well. You must look after yourself.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I watch. I'm careful what I eat. I try to stay basically the same weight. When I'm not on the road, I try to keep fit so that when I go on the road, I can do what is required of me. Yeah, I do look after myself. I'm not a sex, drugs, and rock and roll girl, although I do like my champagne and my wine.
Why not? Hey, why not? And you're on the road a lot, aren't you? I mean, you're showing no signs of stopping touring, that's for sure.
Well, this time it's been nonstop. This year it's been, I haven't been this busy since the 70s.
Wow.
I haven't stopped since January because I've been doing the gigs. Then I had the album come out, all the promotion. Then I did the arena tour. I got back from Australia, started promotion for No Control. Then went on the headlining arena tour in the UK. Then went all the gigs all over Europe. Gig. Then I went to Australia. again, second time, came back and started the promotion for the documentary. So it's been non-stop. Now I'm going to Germany next for another 10 shows.
Oh, yeah, I see that. You've got more tours coming on, shows in Germany.
And when I get home from this trip to Spain, by the way, this is one of my days off.
Yeah.
I'm finishing the album that I began about a year ago with Katie Tunstall.
Oh, how wonderful. Great artist, who, again, I'm sure was influenced by you. You see, these great artists.
She says so.
Yeah.
She's in the documentary.
Yeah, that's it, you know. And
And we met and we connected and we decided we would write together. We've got a whole album, which is great.
And what a lovely story. Well, you've done it all, really, haven't you? You're the pioneer that broke into mainstream rock, an icon, an innovator. You've done Top of the Pops, toured the world, sold millions of albums, been given the Big Red Book on This Is Your Life, Lifetime Achievement Awards, released your rockumentary. Oh, you were also awarded an honorary doctorate in music at Cambridge Anglia Ruskin University. And I listened to your speech, beautiful, heartfelt speech.
Oh, God, yeah. I started to cry. I am Dr. Quatro. I think that's fantastic.
So inspiring, though.
And now I've signed to do a movie of my life, which is just beyond. And that's what the documentary, all the interest in the documentary, which has been, it's amazed me from Financial Times reviewing a rock documentary.
That's amazing. So you'll be so this is what's next for you then. You'll be making your own movie. Wow.
Fantastic.
That's absolutely wonderful. And I think in your documentary, it was Henry Winkler, you know, a.k.a. the Fonz, that everybody knows him as the Fonz. He said that, you know, Suzi had a dream in Detroit and she is still living that dream. And I love that and how true those words are.
You picked out one of my favorite things in the whole documentary.
I loved that. Yeah, I wrote that down. Yeah, wonderful. Well, Suzi, it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege talking to you today. Thank you so much for your time.
And thank you so much.
You're truly an inspiration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'm going to play your single now. This is Heart on the Line.
Okay, thank you.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You don't know what you put me through. It's been hell. Trying to talk to you. Lies are weak, so it's truth I'll speak. Under your spell, I've been an empty shell. And it was my heart on the line. It was my heart all the time. All those dreams I thought were mine, miles away, and it was my heart on the line. It was my heart all the time, like a poem that's lost its rhyme. Miles away, miles away, miles away. I was blind, too blind to see. I gave you everything. You denied.